What is going on, guys? My name is Ty. I have Kyler with me and Rodney for the first time ever for 2025. What is going on? We are the Weekends Warrior podcast. I am your co-host, Ty Guy, and we got Kyle, like I said, and of course Rodney. We are back from kind of a nice little break again. We would call it our spring break. So pretty much what's going on is just life. So a lot of things are happening on my ends, and Rodney's in, aka Sarah, and then also Kyle. So yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on, but we did not stop watching disc golf. So definitely we got some crazy updates for you guys. We got to update a ton for our fantasy team that we have. We got to update our points for what's going on. We got to update on what we're doing with, upcoming tournaments, plays, all that beautiful stuff. And also, we got to update just anything else that we got going on. But before we do anything, obviously, you guys know that we are sponsored by Gravity Disc Golf. So, Gravity Disc Golf exists to exceed your out of this world expectation with unparalleled custom design, disc, and apparel. Gravity is creating an atmosphere where disc golfers can enjoy every aspect of disc golf while blasting off with space themed designs. No matter what you throw, Gravity has designs on almost every manufacturer and can make your game look great. They offer free shipping on orders over $75, and John includes a nice note to each customer. Make sure to check out gravitysgolf.com to complete your bag. And let me tell you, they are out of this world. Definitely use code KG10 or TIE TG10 to get 10% off your next order. Go check them out. Obviously, they have the Alden Harris series that you could go check, and they have some cool apparel that just came out as well. They are working on getting some more Gravity Disc Golf custom stamped manufacturers. They want to try to hit all of them. So hopefully they'll get a beautiful Luna stamped for Kyle and I because we absolutely love our Lunas. But other than that, Kyle and Rodney, how are you guys doing?
We haven't spoke to Rodney in a while. How's
I
Rodney doing?
know. Hello, hello. I'm doing really good. Life's been crazy. We had my brother-in-law visit. It's so crazy
Mhm.
to say, but he came out for about like 8 days. So we just still focused on disc golf, but didn't have time to record. And then
We
um
still got a nice round in, so that was really cool.
yeah, so we
We'll be able to talk
did
about
I
that.
did caddy first of the
Yes.
season. Go me.
Mhm.
Um
Rodney.
otherwise we what'd you say?
Rodney,
I said
I know.
Rodney,
Rodney.
Oh,
Rodney.
I caddied and didn't it wasn't that hot, so that was good.
It was really windy though,
Yes, it was.
and you got
But
wind burned.
I did get windburned. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, she was red.
It was red in the face. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about points and what's been happening because I have been very invested on um some behind the scene videos for this tournament, like this season, and I'm absolutely loving it. So excited to get into it. Kyle, what's been going on?
Things are good. Starting league up this Friday. It'll be the first week
Mm.
of league coming up this Friday. I'm
Are you
super stoked for that.
are you finally getting nice, like in the clear, nice weather, or is it?
Well, it's been your typical April. We hit a couple days of 40s this last couple days, so it felt colder than it should because of the fact that we had a little tease of 70s, 60s, 50s, 60s, back down to
Yeah,
40s. Uh, Friday's supposed to be 55-ish or so, so it'll be good. And the warmest part of the day is usually about that 5 o'clock mark when we're starting anyway. So should be good overall. I don't like playing in the cold, so it better be good. Um, so league is starting up this week. There's some changes to our league. It's still going to be $10, but I am adding bounty holes. So you could spend an extra dollar to make it $11 buy-in. And hole two is going to be strictly have its own ace pot. So
Oh,
you have
cool.
your normal ace pot that you're buying into with your $10. You can add a dollar for hole two pot. And then the Shed Bar and Grill here in Walnut also is going to toss in $100 gift card for hole 15 or hole 14.
Oh, I
So if
love that.
somebody hits hole 14, they get a $100 gift card for the Shed. So we have some prizes out there. That's just one time. Once that's hit, it's done. Then 14 would just go towards the normal ace hole. But if
Mhm.
you ace 14 or 2, you don't get the $10 buy-in ace. Those two aces are by itself. So that's gonna be a little different. Little tease here. I'm not sure if you know what that is.
I do not. Tyler might.
Without looking at the covering the stamp of who it's by.
Is it a wizard from Gateway?
It is not a wizard, but you are right about Gateway.
It is Gateway. But so is it a voodoo then?
It is a voodoo. The reason it's a voodoo is I just got an email. It's just up to me if I want to accept it or not. They did ask if I would want to be a part because I filled out a couple applications. If
Ooh.
I do want to be a part of their ambassador team for Gateway.
Oh,
I haven't
awesome.
signed it yet, but I
But
just had their
still,
email about an hour ago or 2 hours ago.
really?
Okay.
So,
Well,
yep.
first off, I like their wizards. I like I like their voodoos. A great mid range that you would love is the element.
hmm
Um,
The nice thing about the Gateway ambassador, though, is 50% has to be their plastic or partnered plastic.
And then you can
So
have
I
your
can keep my buzzes in there. I can keep my
mhm,
zones in there.
yeah.
I just got to make sure to find the mix of, okay, I haven't really found the discraft mold I like here. Let's
Mhm.
try this and put that
yeah.
in that slot. So,
It's funny that you actually grab that disc because I've actually been throwing that disc because I think mine's a wizard or a voodoo.
it
I don't
might be a voodoo.
I'm not
Did
sure.
I think we got this for the player
The
pack
doubles.
for
Yeah.
the doubles.
There
Yeah.
you go. So it's
So,
probably
well,
yeah.
no, it's funny
Yeah.
that you say that because, like I said, I just this today we've been we were washing our cars because obviously it's a beautiful day, Florida. You know
hmm
the
Right.
beautiful thing about Florida.
Where it's here,
We're
it's still chilly. I'm still wearing a
and
stocking cap.
and we're summer now. It's summer now here. Anyways, the we cleaned out the garage
Okay.
and it's enough for me to at least do a little bit of putting. And I just threw like about five in and I cashed with that exact disc
Mm,
every time. And it felt really good in my hand. And
hmm
I'm
gonna
just like,
add it to his bag.
am I gonna add this to my bag? So it's just funny that you grabbed that because like I forgot how gummy it was and it was just so grippy and
It's good.
it
It's
felt good in my hand.
and that's the thing. It's tough, but it's not. It's also gummy at the
Yeah,
same time. I love
no,
it's the SSS plastic.
yeah,
I need to look at that for putters, but I love the Lunas too. So I got to figure out. I got
Yeah.
to give or take. So if I
yeah.
sign this contract, I got to
You
give or
gotta
take. I got to
find
That's going to
figure
be
out.
interesting. What are they considered their partners?
So hooligan disc.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ye
Okay. Yeah. I
because they're from
totally
St.
forgot about
Louis,
them.
right? Gateway.
Gateway, yeah.
Yeah.
Gateway
Gateway
is from St.
was
Louis.
Gateway. Their manufacturer was not even
It's
10 minutes from our
yeah.
old house.
Yeah.
Right.
Super close to our house. Just
So
um.
hooligan, reptilian disc golf, black zombie, and H3 and
Oh,
H13.
Black Zombie.
Yeah.
Ironically,
Maverick.
Maverick. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Maverick is still on that. No, that's really awesome. Yeah, no, they have some good ones. I don't. I've at the time. I think I was still too new. I had an Apex, but I think it
Mhm.
was a little too overstable for me at the
Or
time,
you're beginning.
and I still have it. So I still have my gateway disc. So if you are interested, I could bring them up, and
Right.
you could try them out.
The other thing I might have to do just because
I have a lot of gateway disc. I have a like at the Titan. I
I'm
have
gonna need to get a shaman.
I have protos. I'm the thing is I have a lot of putting putters from Gateway because obviously being down there,
It's everywhere.
they were just handing them out for free. And so
Mhm.
most of my practice putters are Gateway practice putters.
hmm
So I have a ton of plastic, ironically, from Gateway. So if you are interested in trying any of them, I'll just pack them up in a box and
I might have to get a con man shaman.
yeah. I
I don't
mean,
know
Because
what
I
that
know
is.
he likes it.
Connor from
But he is also a Wizard fan though. He likes his
oh
Wizard.
no, he is, but he loves throwing the shamans. Connor from Foundation Disc Golf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He has a con man shaman with his face on it and the beard and everything. Yeah.
I got
Okay.
because that's my hemp wizard that's like white with spackled. I
Hmm.
I got the foundation guy's signature on it
Yes, because you
Nice. Yeah.
watched them. Yeah.
because they did the battle thingy, Boogie Bro battles in St. Louis.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely that's your call. I think it's a great one. I think it's very underrated. I think they sleep on those discs. Those discs are great. I had no issues with it.
So
I just always found something that I liked a little bit better. That was the only
I
thing.
know you both know, but as you see back here, it says Vox Machina. As you see over here, it's Dungeon and Dragons books.
Yeah.
As you can see here, a little D&D thing. Got dice all sitting in front of me. Gateway is very fantasy like. You have the
Oh,
wizards, you have the voodoo, like
yes.
the
Hmm.
spell disc.
Yep. Apex.
It kind of fits a little bit
It
with
fits.
my
It does.
interest. It's just a
Yeah.
matter
And
of,
it's also cool. It's a Midwest, you know.
Mhm.
It's a
yeah.
nice little.
Yeah, it is very heavily. No, it's good. It's a really fun one. It's for real.
That's awesome. What does ambassador mean to join?
Basically, they'll help support you. They'll put you on the team page on their site, share, get you out there, try to get um, you out there more so. Of course, discounts help you
Mhm.
with like with league and stuff like that, probably help me out with that. Like
Oh, that's yeah.
CTP, it's a partnership.
Yep.
If I referral friends with my links and stuff like that, I can actually
Mhm.
get free disc out of that.
Mhm.
Um, if I actually place, they actually have uh depending on tiers, if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
finish
yeah.
top three and stuff, you might get,
Something,
rewarded
yeah.
for that and stuff like that. It's stuff like that.
Oh,
It's
cool.
helping them with
Promote
at the
them,
same
but promote you.
it's helping them at the same time they help me. It's a
Yeah,
partnership.
it's a partnership. That's awesome.
And since I do a lot, we just put up, by the way, our dual dubs for the kid walnuts for the kids tournament.
There's a kids tournament
So
happening?
kids can play. We're going to set up a little mini course around the park, but for the dubs for the older people that are playing, that money's going. Portion of that money is going towards the shed, which the shed's taking that money, the rest of the money, because they already have some of it, and putting it to the food program for the summer for the kids.
Oh, I love that.
So it's all just taken care of. The school doesn't have to worry about it at all.
Mhm.
So it's a fundraiser event basically, June
Yeah.
1st.
Oh, nice. That's what Tyler was talking about.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So that tournament's up again. The end of April is the
Oh,
Walnut Open.
Kyle, they have a Beetlejuice prototype 127 Gen 3. I'm just kind of looking up Gateway for you. They actually have a Beetlejuice. That's what's called.
Hey, Ty guy,
Huh.
your video.
Oh no.
No, you're not zoomed.
Yeah, it blurred out.
I'm blurred out. I don't
There
know.
you
Are
go.
you talking about the Wizards?
I don't know. It's just that's what it says. It says
They have a Beetle
Beetlejuice.
Glow.
It says Beetlejuice prototype 127 Gen 3 JDS Proto 127 PLT HVY.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
And it's literally Beetlejuice with like a magic stick.
That is awesome.
Oh, that is cool.
I got the magic stick. Tell me what you
I
find.
heard the Ether is really cool. New
I'm just
disc.
gonna share right now because you have to experience this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Thank you.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh, that is sick.
Yep, I'm gonna have to get one of these.
That in regardless, that's such a cool print.
There's only 6 left, so you better get them now.
Oh, gee. Oh, because it's a prototype. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they're great stuff though. Yeah, I heard there people love the assassin. Obviously, I talked about the Apex. Let's
This
see.
spell I heard is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Blade.
like whatever the realm diamond metal that's down. The
Oh, yep. That's a
Watson's.
Oh yeah.
understable.
I like the print. I like
Yeah.
the stamp. I'm a
Ooh,
big,
that's sick. Diablo.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's cool stamp.
That's a
Oh,
dope.
yeah. Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, these look fun, man. And then also, I know just from in general, I've always enjoyed going and checking out their amazing stuff. But
Yeah.
if you ever need any like ideas to get your bro something, these
What are these?
these
What?
the wizards
Oh,
Okay.
just wizards in general.
wizards the wizards are amazing.
That's nice to know, Tyler.
I'm gonna have to also compare a lot,
Oh,
figure out
absolutely.
uh I know there's some sites out there that have comparison charts like, oh, if you like the heat, here's kind of the gateway's
Something.
heat, you know. So
Oh, but that's still, regardless, like I said, I know you haven't decided, but that's still awesome.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, your element's going to be just a nice stable fair mid range.
Hmm. Yeah, they definitely have some cool stamps on there too.
So
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, that's what's all going on.
Yeah, that's a lot, but it's finally warming up for the Midwest, so it's like it's the time for the season for you guys.
Hmm.
yep. So yeah, let's get into this. So let's do the last weekend. So obviously we had the MVP sponsored for the Music City Open, which is always an amazing one because they try to compete to get beautiful Gibson guitars. And this year, obviously, Simon Lizotte was trying to get the three-peat. Sadly, did not get the three-peat. So he did not get his third guitar to add into his collection, but Chris and Tatar ended up doing it. Um, it's crazy, back to back. Nicholas Antela, he's getting very scary. I'm gonna let you know. He ended up winning NPO, very excited. Came down, just he hit the putt that he needed, ended up doing it. Obviously, Paul Macbeth, he on hole 18, he had to ace to even remotely try to bring it into the playoffs when OB, and everybody else also just wasn't able to make the final shots they needed. So yeah, that's kind of like the update on that. Sarah Silva Sarnen, man, it was crazy.
That
She
was
she
that
had
was
it.
so hard to watch.
She had it the entire time. Hole 17 happened and ended up taking that stroke away. Obviously Tatar hitting a amazing bird that she needed, and then hole 18. I'm telling you, when Tatar is in front of you and freaking parks a 429-foot par three,
Ridiculous.
like just in like right there is just a nail in the coffin at that point. So she does that. Silva Sarnen pretty much did the copy paste same
A little
the
further out,
same
so it was a little
throw, a
bit more
little,
pressure.
yeah, but it definitely did her a rock. It did had a bad little bounce. She tried to go in for the putt. She shot it up way too high. I think just the nerves got to her, which ironically nobody's talking about. But there is that weird dispute of moment where she was actually getting lined up for her thing, completely didn't realize that Ella
Ella.
Hansen was a little
Hmm.
bit further out, and Ella Hansen actually threw. and which startled Silva because she thought she was up next because she was lining up getting ready. So I think that's kind of startled her. I don't want to make that as much of an excuse, but it did seem like she was startled, and then she had to like back off her lie, come back to the lie, and then she like overthrew, hit the, I call them Twizzlers, but hit Twizzlers and the branches on the top of the trees, and completely missed that putt. And then she was still 20 feet out. She hits the putt for par, which obviously brings into the playoffs. They go back to hole 17, where
Yeah.
Silva ended up having that blow up. She ended up throwing her first shot, which was actually under, once again, brushes. She decided to go a standstill backhand, which honestly, they were thinking that she was going to do like a run up, but kind of like squatting down. She didn't. She ended up doing the just kind of crouched down on the ground and did a standstill forehand, which didn't really get to push it up as much. Tatar definitely definitely was
In a better spot.
definitely in a better position. Obviously
Mhm.
laid it up immediately for birdie. She hits the birdie, and then literally Silva needed this. She was like, I think right at circle two edges, so she needed it, and it just brushly went past the basket, ending her potential win. She fell immediately to the ground and
That's
just emotional. Obviously, Chisara was very high class. She was just like, I'm happy that I won and I'm glad I won, but it definitely
it's
was
also
difficult for her to, you know, see Silva because she's obviously been that. But
Mhm.
she was sad that, she's like, obviously Silva's a great player. She hasn't won anything on American soil yet, but obviously she will soon. But yeah, it was just, wasn't able to get it again.
yeah. But like I said, like I'm so happy that Tatar won, or not Tatar. Wow, she has a new last name, but I'll just say Kristen. That Kristen won, and I was rooting for her, obviously for points. But like she said, it's very hard for me to be very excited and happy because one, I didn't play my best this entire weekend. Like I played good, but like I
Mhm.
wasn't on my A game.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, it's hard because like she said, coming from across seas, I know that pressure of winning your first on American soil. Like that's a big deal. And she's like, I just felt like I just like took it from her. Like so she's like first thing I said was like, I'm so sorry, and you're gonna get it. Like you're gonna get it this season. I just
Mhm.
know it. So like they said, it's a very that it just shows her class and just
Yeah.
the love she has for the game and the other players. Like she was still rooting. She's like, a part of me was like, like awesome, she's gonna get it. But then I have to still take advantage of a situation. And 17, I saw like, hey, I can get this into a 1 point game. Like I'm still in it. So very good and crazy weather conditions they were dealing with. I don't like there was a chance that they weren't even gonna play on Sunday. So glad I was able to get cleaned out. That was a lot of work from um the PDGA, whoever runs
Mhm.
that tournament. Because all you see was like in speaking of who I watch in Simon's, like you could see in the morning, all you see is like tractors just plowing mud piles away just so that people can walk. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but that's what it is. You rain or shine, and if there's no lightning, you're playing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was a great weekend just to watch. Disc golf is just exciting, and it's also nice to see them this season kind of being like on a week, off a week, on a week, off a week. That's what kind of seems like right now, which is kind of great. I feel like last year they kind of slammed it like all together, so it's cool that they're giving people more breaks that they need and let their body kind of relax a little bit more because
Mhm.
now I'm seeing there's more people getting more injured. So
Yeah, like
like you got Gannon Burr, you got
Shannon Burr.
Calvin Heinberg had situations. You had Eric
Mhm.
Oakley is doing the same thing. You go McMahon with his injuries, Simon with
Yeah.
his injuries off and on. Like Paul Yuli, Brody. I think he had like a back issue or still having a back issue or something. I don't know his whole story, but he's been
Mhm.
out for a little bit. Joey, um, God, I always forget his last name. Um, Joey Tamale. Joey
Mhm.
Tamale is dealing with a back pain. Um, and just like there's a lot of players that are dealing with,
That are not 100%.
just like injuries. And I want to know if it's because they're forced to do so much. And it's just like we're now getting to that point of like it's definitely getting to that you have to be athletic to be able to like really, you know, the longevity of it. So
Mhm.
Well,
yeah.
like I said, one of my favorite new series to watch is truly Simon Lizette's vlogs during the um tournaments, because you get the full behind the scenes of like what he does before he goes, and then like the how much of a community it is like
Mhm.
after they have like a steak night and everybody's over just hanging out, playing fun disc golf games, like just really like a beautiful community that they have. But like he has um I just lost my train of thought. He said something. Oh, he was talking about, which really it was an eye opener for him this last, I mean, obviously this last tournament was people are still throwing like under 12, under 9, under something in this weather condition. Like I either need to get better or like I'm done. Like there's nothing, like I'm still playing, but like I'm don't expect me to be winning. Like that's just a wake up call of like
Mhm.
how is like Nicholas winning with this crazy number, and he's like I'm struggling to get an even in this mud and this stuff with like he's like maybe because I'm older I'm like fearful of like an injury or something, but like he's like but Gannon's hurt and his knee and he got second place, so he's like this young, like you have to be athletic and on your A game at all times when it comes to the MPO, or you're barely going to make cash line. Like, so it's
Oh, yeah.
exciting to see. It's exciting to see new different names up there. There was a few of them where I was like looking at the thing. I was like, Tyler, I don't know who this is. Like, we had a local for a minute up on the top. Like, so it's just, it's insane.
Yeah, and it's gonna get harder, like as the sport grows, it's going to get harder.
Yeah. But speaking of this weekend, let's do our points. So we've been keeping track. I'm only gonna read last week's, but I have the points all calculated from the last one. So it's the 2025 MVP Music City Open. It was in Nashville, Tennessee from April 4th to April 6th. And then, so myself, Rodney, got FPO 4 points, MPO 3 points, wild card 0. So I got 7 total. Tyler got FPO 3, MPO 0, wild card 1. So he got 4 total. And Kyle got FPO 2, MPO 0, wild card 0. So he got 2 points, which was lifesaver for me because he was way too far ahead for my liking. So for point wise, it is Rodney, aka Sarah, at 15, Tyler at 12, and Kyle at 15. I had a great pick this last round. I've been struggling to get more like those first few, I was not doing a good job. So this was very exciting for me to get 7 points.
It's fine because for the team manufacturers,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
still
know.
winning.
Oh, I don't know anything about the teams. I haven't been a part of the
I'm
pod. So,
still winning, but you're catching up quick
oh,
after
yeah.
the last 2 weeks because I took out a big jump at first. So Discmania, you're at 337. MVP, you're slacking a little bit, but not too far behind. One player with a great round put you right back in. You're at
Silva.
307.
Silva Sarnen, thank you.
Silva's keeping you in this for sure.
I was mad because I would have gave me extra 5 points, but I can't be too greedy with my points.
And with myself, I'm at 360. So I'm only
Well,
30 above that. So
well, when you
Oh,
have a manufacturer that has big pockets, you're gonna win. It's pay to win. Pay to win.
you gotta do what you gotta do, all right?
yeah.
No, but it's still really close. It's still really close.
Well, like
And
you
so
said,
I
it's
think
just,
Simon still can play consistent.
oh,
I
yes.
feel like Eagles I
Yes.
don't know.
However, the
So
past 2 weeks, my guys have been barely making cash.
making cash, yeah, I know.
And
And
so it doesn't help me.
so what's funny about that is I actually kind of want to talk about that really quick with MVP and Eagle. Do you think that Eagles' issue is still trying to get back from injury from a few years ago, and it's just that's what's keeping him down, or is it maybe the Eagle and MVP mix? Maybe MVP is not necessarily quite the right manufacturer for him.
Well, if you actually were listening
I
to
don't listen
the
to the
new
podcast.
season Crushed
Yeah,
Peppers
I
with
don't
Eagle
listen to the
McMahon, Simon
podcasts or
Lazat, and
anything.
Joey Tamale, like how I am, which I am a Scoville unit. That's what they call their fans. I am a
Oh.
Scoville unit that myself. So thank you, Joey Tamale, for that. I know that he's not having issues with the MVP packs or nothing. He's just trying to get back into the mode, like of just playing disc golf. Like he is feeling better, but he's just he's trying to practice more. He's completely changed his diet. I think he is taking a little more like precautious. What the problem is he's not really trusting his backhand.
Mm.
He wants to rely on
Weird,
his
because that's what he
forehand.
crushes with is his
Yeah,
Yes,
backhand.
so it's a mental.
but his arm and stuff is just really like is just not there still. So he's really been he's not happy with his backing up.
Mm. Well,
And
because like he was doing, like he was coming, like the weather, it's just kind of slows people down regardless.
yeah,
Like, especially when
but
you have pre-existing, you don't want to risk getting hurt.
but
But
he acknowledges that he's not playing well and he's
mm,
mad that he's not playing well.
okay.
So but he knows that he knows what is going on. He's working when he needs to work on. But yeah, it's definitely he's just in this little season where he's just trying to really form his body mentally and physically back to how it was, and he really wants it. He talks about it every single week of
So
like I'm
he's
I'm
glad with,
tired.
sorry, he's glad with MVP disc. Like, he
Absolutely.
likes,
Oh,
okay.
he loves, I mean, he loves his dimension. He
Mm.
loves everything about MVP. Like he's not mad about it at all. It's literally he's just having some issues and he's just in that weird season like, just like, everybody else that was super, they have those moments where they just, things, go wrong, and it's just like it's that um
Well, I mean, to be honest, like it's actually shocking. Like you said, though, Calvin's kind of recovering. I don't know what he fully had, but him not being in the top five constantly, I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, you're the most consistent player, like in disc golf. Like, what's going on?
no.
So it's just maybe like it's a lot of pressure, especially when you have like a big one, and then you get in your mental getting back from an injury. You're gonna be more focused on.
Hmm.
And for me as well too, the only problem is with Eagle, which I don't know like what is really about. He doesn't really talk about as much, but to me, he seems to me like he's very accidental prone, not in a bad way, but like it's like he gets better, and then all of a sudden like he's getting something out of his trunk, and he like pulls his back,
Yeah, I
and
popped some.
then like or like he gets that fixed, and then all of a sudden like his shoulder pops out or something goes wrong or he like cranks his neck or like there's like a lot of like those moments, and I don't know like what that is. I don't know, like obviously like he's not making excuses obviously, but it's definitely like for me I don't know if that's like a he has something going on and he's not really saying anything about it, or it's just his body like where he's just
Well, yeah, I mean, he could have something secret, like not saying anything, but it also, as somebody who's, gets injured, you kind of like, you mentally without realizing you strain your other side of your body, whatever it is, because you don't want to put anything on it. So you start, and then it just messes up
yeah.
your other side. So it's like his body, he's not 19, 20 years old anymore. It's like, oh, hold on a minute.
Here we
Um,
are.
so I know I could tell you were like zoned in on something, but hopefully as the season goes, like he'll just continue to push through. I think it's a really big mental block of the fear of hurting yourself more. And I just think that's what it is.
Yeah. So I expect to see some good coming out of him. It's just right now he's just in a weird state and position. So
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been curious about Eagle. I mean,
It's so
it was all
disappointing.
about Eagle for the longest time, and
Yeah.
then now it's, oh man, you don't even
honestly,
think about Eagle
I
anymore.
I just wish he wasn't trying to show off during that product shot
I
and
know.
him doing the 360 forehand.
Completely
Hmm.
messed up.
That just ruined. To be honest, that was a career-ending thing, and like obviously he's making the best out of it. But like I don't want to make it that serious of like it's career-ending because he's still young and he can still play and like everything's going well. But up to that point, like he was good. Like everything
Yeah.
was rolling
He's one of
great
my
for
top
him,
players. Like I
and
loved watching him play and
and it's just that's the upsetting part is like you know after that whole, I just don't know. And honestly, I don't think we'll ever have like 100% ego back. But I mean, like I could be wrong. Like I mean, obviously, I'm just a stand where I just absolutely love watching disc golf. But at the same time, though, I don't really know. Like it's just really like those type of like for example, like for me when I broke my arm, like baseball and hockey was not the same after when I broke my arm.
Right.
Like I physically like I still played it, but it wasn't as intense as I, did after
Mhm.
I broke my arm. Like it just physically I wasn't able to do it anymore. And I still can't. Like even if I play a little pickup hockey or throwing, baseball or even fucking disc golf, like there's moments where I'm
your arm starts
playing
hurting.
and not even like in second round, like my arm is hurting me and I have to put on like a compressor or something because my arm hurts.
Mhm.
So, um, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's definitely an interesting thing because, as you said, it's just the matter of getting back to that mindset. But unfortunately, sometimes it's harder to, do than
Yes,
being
that's
said.
that's what
Yeah.
Simon says all the time when he's like, if I just don't think about it, this will be great. And then he
Hmm.
sits there and he starts going and they're like, what happened? And he turns, he's like, I thought about it and then when it'll be like, I can't, like, he's like, my whole thing is it's truly is your mental because like once you have a blow up hole or just, anything, it's like you have to, it's easier said than done, but you have to brush it off like it never happened. But then you're thinking about it like, well, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't be in this position, this, and this. And, or especially with them, like they're like that's a lot of money in any of the positions and you mess up and it's like 20 people tied in the same thing, you drop like 20 spots, like that's your paycheck's gone. So
Hmm.
that extra pressure is yikes.
Yeah, that extra pressure definitely does makes it hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. But yeah, no, the update is great on the points. And I
I didn't know where I have been blind on the team, and I'm like, hopefully I'm doing good. I don't know, but
it's
Nicola and Burr has been helping me.
Yeah, the last I've been doing fine, consistent, but yeah,
Well, because I am so glad because so I was talking to Tyler about this. I was like, I've been debating on switching Nicholas. This was like after the 2 weeks. I was like, I might put Kyle Klein in there. He's been popping off.
Kyle Klein's good too.
And
Very underrated player.
he is very underrated. I was like Tyler, and I've
it's
said multiple
very
times.
emotional though.
Yes,
Hmm.
he's a mini, we call him like a mini eagle of like having his moments. Um, so I was like, oh, for point wise, I'm gonna put him up there. He's been crushing, like last not this last not the Austin Open, like he was up there. So I was like, I'm gonna put him up there. And he didn't play the Music City Open, and now I'm like, I'm glad because I would have put him and I wouldn't have gotten as many points because I got 1 and 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard now to like, am I gonna switch them? You know, and I don't really know for the FPO, so I've been just sticking with Ella, and it's been working. So,
She's been, I mean, she drops, but then she fights her way back up.
You
yeah.
have other options, obviously, but it just
No, I
depends
know,
on what
but like,
you.
it's just
As opposed to me, I have James Conrad, who really is not playing,
Ever since the holy shot.
I
and
yes.
then Jeremy Colling, like new manufacturer, obviously. He
Hmm.
obviously won that one round out in the down under. But other than that, like he's not really showing up. And then also I got on FPO Sarah Hokum, but she was commentating
I know
Music City Open. So it's like if I picked, like I can't even pick her because she wasn't even playing. And I don't know
yeah.
if she's like slowly kind of like allowing herself to finally like kind of take a break. And I don't want to use the word retire, but I think
Right.
she's being selective with her like
Oh,
her
100%.
stops, which totally fine. Like she's been in
Totally
this
fine.
for a while. Like I mean, I know she loves the game, but like I'm surprised Owen Scoggins still, goes out and does the things that
Yeah.
she like.
Own does own stuff though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She just does what she wants. But the thing is, like, my team is very small, and I went in with like I know what I
You
got
knew what you were
myself in,
getting into. Yeah.
and I knew it, and then I just at the same time though, like Silva, I need you to win. I need you to
You need
win
those. I need
because
those
you
three.
Silva,
are
you are right there.
you are
You were
Why
my
are you not
you were
winning?
right
I need
there.
the extra 5 points. I just need the extra 5 points, please. Stop coming in second place, but keep staying in second
Second
place.
place. Stay up in there.
Exactly. If you go to one, go to one.
But
But
also, Simon the
so
Eagle, please just make it cash. Just please make
That's what really hurt you was
the
the
last week.
Austin
Yeah,
because they cashed this one, but they did not cash the open. So you
both of
didn't
them
get
didn't.
anything.
So I got
Yeah.
zip. I got nada.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. Like, man, that's upsetting.
So
But
how many points am I behind you?
30 or 20 something. You're at 337, I'm at 360
Okay. We just
because
need
of the
all of
last 2 weeks.
yes, yes.
it's, it's upsetting. Upsetting. Thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up the podcast. Is there any other like things you guys want to bring up or anything that's coming up that you want to talk about?
I think I pretty much brought up what I've been talking about, or
Mm,
needed to say. Gateway, obviously. The tournament's coming up. League's coming up this Friday again.
Hmm.
I am still going
yes.
through physical therapy with my knee.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how is that going?
It's all right. Still clicks, still hurts.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of I go to the end of April, right before the
Okay.
tournament, but I can only do so much.
Yeah, do they know what it is or
Um, the one physical therapist that originally looked at it thinks there's fluid in there, but also thinks because of my knee, the way it is, and the
Mhm.
way it's been clicking and stuff, he wants to get flexibility and strength in it because he thinks my patella is ligament is basically
Mm,
snapping from one side to the other, so it's aggravating it every time.
yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Fun. Instantly when I heard about it, I was like, well, mom has the arthritis like all over. So I was like,
Hmm.
do you have it? You know?
Yeah,
So
it's very well a possibility.
yeah.
Baseball, disc golf, walk 10 miles a day, up and
Say
down.
you're on
A
your
bag sits on my right side all day.
it's extra like again, like I was saying with even injuries, like you favor a side of your body naturally. So once it gets it's just yeah. But you could still play, like you just wear a brace or
Hmm.
oh
I just wear
awesome.
a brace.
Awesome. Awesome.
Still aggravates it, but there's no restrictions right now.
You're still good to yeah. Well,
That's
and
fair.
then yeah, the next one is in Kansas City, the next tournament. So we'll have to get those picks next week.
Yes.
Hopefully it's good weather for them because all of the Midwest has been getting nailed with storms.
Yeah, it's constantly it's I mean, we've been lucky with the storms, but it's rainy,
Yeah.
cold, back and forth,
Yep. I saw the
constantly
game.
sneezing,
Yeah.
constantly doing all that stuff because you. Nope, I'm good. Nope, I'm not good.
I'm not good. Crazy.
But yeah, well, that's pretty much it then. Excited to talk about Kansas City next week. We'll actually be back next week, obviously. So if you're looking for disc golf, I'm sure Go Throw it will have a tour stop this weekend because they normally do off weekends. So
Um, will they because
yeah,
of the
yeah, no, Go Throw will probably.
Masters?
Yeah, but if you want to watch actual golf, Masters actually starts tomorrow. So definitely check that out.
Who's winning?
I got my players picked for my little draft pick for the Masters, and I'm excited to watch a couple. Obviously, I watched a little bit of the par three challenge that happened today. Always fun to watch that before they start grinding out tomorrow. So if you do like golf, that's this weekend.
What channel is it on?
What's up?
What channel
Uh,
is it on?
I
that's
think
a good.
that's a great question. I don't
Hold
know
on, let me
if it's
look. Let me.
Max or ESPN. ESPN. I actually have the app, and they just play it on the app. So you can actually just download the Masters tournament, and it just pops up, and I just watch it.
ESPN will feature the first two rounds Thursday and Friday, and then CBS is the third and final round on Saturday and Sunday, with Paramount Plus offering coverage as well.
Nice.
There we
I
go.
have to watch it.
Yeah,
I have
so there's
to. Is there a free DraftKings thing at all?
Free DraftKings.
Yeah, I wonder if DraftKings has a pick'em for that.
They
Sometimes they do free.
probably do, but for
in
Florida,
Florida.
Oh,
but
play free. 1 million for the top prize.
yeah,
Yeah,
sadly though, Florida, the only thing that works is the Hard Rock.
yeah,
There,
he can't do draft.
everything else, I can't do DraftKings, I can't do FanDuel, I can't do anything like that.
It's
It's
not
sad to say.
allowed.
We
I
only
get to
do.
pick 6 golfers.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, you have to. Yeah, no. So it's sorry guys, I know we were about to ending this, but
yeah. Now we're talking about the
um
other version of golf.
Listen,
so
it's the Masters. It's
it's the
all right.
Masters, and it's also golf related, so everyone will enjoy those. Hopefully. If not, then you could just log off right now. Yeah, I have picked my six. Normally
And
time you so what you normally do is you pick a past champ, you pick a United States, you pick a international, you pick a first timer, and then you pick a wild card.
I would not trust any of Tyler's picks.
Excuse me, I know golf, thank you.
He didn't do so great in his March Madness. So
No,
I
I
picked
did.
Florida. I didn't do a bracket, but I did tell everybody Florida's winning
No,
it all. Guess what? Florida
I
won
did
it
pick
all.
UConn for women, and they
okay,
were
well that's
my
yes,
OG. Yes.
Page.
Okay, let's UConn.
Yeah,
Anybody could, considering they win every single year.
most of the time,
Uh,
yes, it's
and
Page.
also,
Like
I'm in general, yes, I did have
he's getting some
Florida.
worked up.
I did have Florida for my second bracket,
The first bracket, you're like, I hope
but,
they lose and mess up everyone's
but
bracket.
at the same time, though, I am so upset how that freaking game ended
Oh my
for the championship of Florida versus Houston. Like that was the lamest situation that happened, and like we're watching the
Tyler's
clock.
like, is that it? That's ends. And I was
I'm
like,
like,
that's it.
it just ends like that. Like
That's
that
it.
was awful. That was the worst ending of a championship game. I don't care what anybody says. That was so awful.
Is Rory finally gonna get it? That's the question.
Yes.
Is Rory finally gonna get it? Because
Well,
Rory, Scheffler, and Thomas are three that I would probably put in my lineup for sure.
I think it's gonna be the defending champion. I think Scotty Scheffler is gonna win it again. I think
Scheffler,
I think he's going back to back.
Rory. And like I said, Thomas or three, I would definitely throw in my
I
lineup.
got Scotty, I got Xander, I got John Ram for my
Oh,
international.
Ram.
I
Hmm.
got Maverick McNeely for the first timer. He seems very up and coming, and he's also, which I thought was really cool, is projection is actually pretty decent of like what he should be playing. So, and then for my wild card, I have Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, Shambo.
Boo.
Yeah.
DT champ.
The my 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 mouth cannot say his last name.
That is okay.
Boo, boo, boo. Can't say that last part. But anyways, it starts tomorrow, and I'm excited. And um, I should probably make a pimento cheese sandwich and drink an olive armor tomorrow.
Oh, there we go.
We
So
I
don't
have to
you
buy up.
don't you don't really like pimento cheese though.
I like the dip, just not on sandwiches. Okay, guys.
All right.
We're gonna
And that's a wrap
that's a
on
wrap. No, I'm just joking. No, yeah, I if I ever got a chance and I got the lottery for the Masters to be able to go, even though it's what they say decades now on a
Oh
boat.
yeah, like
Um,
you good luck unless you get into the sports video and like record it. Like I don't see you.
thanks. I appreciate the support.
We have
Heck
yet
yeah.
to see disc golf live. Okay. I would rather see that.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're gonna end this. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the patience. I know there's some people that do actually watch this. Just know that we are trying to do this every week, but at the same time, there are probably going to be some times that we don't show up because life is life, and that's why it's called Weekend Warrior, because we obviously are working throughout the week, and we're trying to do this throughout the week, and it's just we just get busy. So we
Hmm.
apologize on that. We're going to definitely get better, but at the same time, though, definitely give us grace on that. Other than that, guys, my name is Ty. I got Kyle and Ronnie with me, and we are the Weekend Warrior Disc Golf Podcast. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys maybe next week.
Bye.
Bye.